Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to discuss Healthier Choices Management Corp, so ticker symbols HCMC. So number one, I'm going to go through the technical analysis. So basically looking at the price action of HCMC and what's been happening the last couple of days. And number two, a number of you have been asking me where you can buy shares in HCMC because your brokers are not allowing you to buy shares, or they're limiting you with the amount of shares that you can buy of HCMC. So I'm going to suggest a couple of brokers for where you can buy these shares. And number three is going to be a lesson of the day. So I'm going to discuss short selling and shorting because that's a big part of what's been going on with HCMC's price. Hi guys, welcome back to Investor Prime TV. David here. If you're new, this channel is a one-stop shop for anything investment. So investment ideas, investment discussions, stock picks, when to get in the market, when to get out. So make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe, and of course hit that notification bell so you don't miss any further uploads. So first of all, let's have a look at the technical analysis. So currently looking at the chart of HCMC, so Healthier Choices Management Corp. So with the amount of buying orders in HCMC, I mean, this should have taken off. Okay, this is a rocket of a stock. Like I mentioned in previous videos, I believe there's market manipulation in this stock, in the sense that a lot of buy orders are not being filled, and that's partially why this price is not taken off. Okay, so it's pretty much hanging around 0.0016 or 0.0017. So as you can see, it tried to take off, but they pretty much stopped the trading on this. So they stopped buying orders, etc., and it just flatlined for the rest of the trading day. Yesterday's session, the 3rd of February, was very interesting because they kept trying to short this stock, but at some point somebody somewhere must have slipped up and allowed buy orders because this thing spiked up. So whoever did that, they should make the mistake again. But yeah, so basically it spiked up and then straight after that it fell. Okay, so closing around 0.00165. But seeing as this is a long-term play, I'm still going to be holding my shares, okay, because the company behind this stock is very good. They've got things going on, and they've got this lawsuit that's coming up on, I believe, the 26th of February. Okay, so I'm still going to be holding my shares leading up to that and even after that, because I believe there's a lot of good things to come for this company. And subsequently, you're going to see a rise in the share price of this stock. And a number of you are having issues with your buy orders, basically through your brokers. Your brokers are not allowing your buy orders. They're not filling your buy orders, or maybe they're limiting the amount of shares that you can buy. So all the issues that you're having regarding that. So I'm going to suggest a couple of brokers to yourselves that you can use that they don't limit buy orders, and also there's no issues with buying orders. The first broker is Etoro. So this is the website of Etoro, and you can go ahead and join Etoro if it's a broker that suits your style, or if it's a broker that you like to join, because they offer HCMC and also they have no buying restrictions. So the fact that they're allowing HCMC, it means that future stocks, any other stocks that you get onto, okay, any other rockets that you're trying to get onto, they're not going to stop you from buying. Okay, so you're not going to miss out on any good plays. So the next broker that I'm going to suggest to you guys is Fidelity. Again, they don't have any restrictions on buying securities. They offer HCMC as a security that you can buy shares in, and you can trade on. Again, if you're having issues with your broker in terms of buying shares, etc., whether in HCMC or even AMC or any other stocks, Fidelity, they're not going to give you any issues regarding that. So I suggest you do your due diligence, look into Fidelity, look into Etoro, or look into the other brokers that I'm going to suggest to you, just to see if it's a fit for you. And most importantly, these brokers that I'm suggesting to you, they're going to fill your orders. Okay, so you're going to be able to get on these plays and any other plays, regardless of what's going on, and whether it's been hiked up or it's not being hiked up, you're still going to be able to get on these plays, no problem. Okay, so another broker that I'm going to suggest to you guys is Capitalcom. So again, they don't restrict buying, etc., of any securities, especially HCMC. So you're not going to miss out on this play if you go with Capitalcom, and you're not going to have any issues with your orders being filled out, whether it's a buy order or you're trying to exit the position. So a number of you have told me you're having issues with buying HCMC or getting into this play. So Capital.com, they wouldn't give you any issues with getting into plays, filling out your orders, whether buying or selling. So the last broker that I'm going to suggest to you guys is actually the broker that I use, so Interactive Brokers. So I have first-hand experience with them, and basically I'm currently in HCMC. And when you guys will let me know that you weren't able to get into this place. So you weren't able to get into HCMC, brokers were not allowing your orders to be filled, etc. I went ahead and basically put on a new order with Hcmc just to see if my broker was one of these brokers. And basically my order got filled, no problem. So in the height of everything, my order got filled. So what I would suggest to you guys, check out one of these brokers, do your due diligence in terms of going through the brokers. Brokers have a number of things attached to them that you need to look out for when basically getting involved in a broker, such as your commission fee, the number of securities that they offer. I can only speak for Interactive Brokers in the sense that pretty much any stock, any security that I've been looking to get in, they've got it. Okay, so they've got a huge range of everything. That's only because I'm using Interactive Brokers, so Fidelity might have more than Interactive Brokers, Etoro might have more than Fidelity, etc. So I would suggest you guys do some more research into the broker that you're going to use and you're going to pick. But basically what I'm saying is these brokers that I'm suggesting to you, they don't give you any issues with filling your orders. So with a stock like Hcmc, this is going to be good for you guys and any future stocks that you guys try to get into. So this whole issue you're having with brokers not allowing you to get into a play or get out of a play will be a thing of the past for you guys. So guys, make sure you check out one of those brokers if you're having issues with basically your orders being filled, because you don't want to miss out on any good plays, etc. You don't want to be on the sideline because your broker wouldn't allow you to get on the pitch. Okay, so make sure you're on the pitch with everyone else, or you're boarding this rocket with everyone else heading to the moon. So point number 3 is a lesson of the day. I'm going to discuss with you short selling and basically how that's affecting Hcmc at the moment. So imagine you believe a stock price is going to go down. So you've looked into a company and you think, okay, the company is not performing well, so the earnings are really bad. They're getting worse and worse year after year or quarter after quarter. So basically the company is not performing well. So you believe the stock price is going to go down. So you want to profit from the decline of the stock price of that company. So what you would do is you would short sell. So you're borrowing someone else's shares and then you're selling it on basically because you want to profit on the decline of the stock price. So every day you hold on to those borrowed shares, you're paying interest. Okay, so seeing as you're taking a loan, you're paying interest on that loan. So you're taking a loan of somebody else's shares, you're selling them to someone else. So imagine the price declines and you want to get out with your profit. So effectively you buy back those shares, but you buy them back at a lower price. Okay, so you buy them back from whoever you sold them to at a lower price and effectively give them back to whoever you borrowed from. Basically, because you bought them back at a lower price, you make a profit on the difference. So imagine you borrow somebody's shares because you believe the stock price is going to fall. Basically, if you believe a company is going bankrupt, that's one of the scenarios you would short sell. But imagine you borrow somebody's shares because you believe it's going to fall, but the share price starts increasing. So what happens now is you're paying interest on the shares that you borrowed, and at the same time, you're at a loss. So you can imagine short sellers quickly try to leave their position, but either way, they have to buy back those shares that they sold to someone. Instead of buying back at a lower price, they're buying back at a higher price. So this basically adds more demand. So this leads me on to the short squeeze and how this is pretty much affecting Hcmc's share price at the moment, and why I believe that there's market manipulation in this and they're trying to keep this price low. So imagine there's a lot of short sellers, which they currently are in Hcmc. There's a lot of short sellers. They've been shorting this stock for years. Okay, so there's a lot of short sellers in the market. They've been making a profit on the stock declining or the stock price declining. So now that the share price is actually rising, so imagine the short seller sees that the share price increases, so they owe interest on the shares that they borrowed, and right now they're at a loss because the share price has increased. So they have to buy back those shares, okay, that they sold to someone else, but at a loss. So them buying back those shares creates more demand. So you can imagine if they've got millions or billions of dollars short in the market, and then they start seeing that the share price is rising, basically the share price of Hcmc would be rising because we're all getting involved. We're all buying millions of shares, hundreds of thousands of shares, even tens of thousands of shares, even 2 shares. We're all creating a demand for this stock. Okay, so the share price is increasing because we've all got diamond hands. All right, we're all trying to get in. We're trying to eat off this stock. Okay, so they see the share price increasing. A lot of guys, a lot of brokers, they see this and they see that a lot of short sellers, such as maybe hedge funds, they see that they're going to lose out a lot because they learned from what happened with GameStop and they've learned what happened with AMC. So they don't want this to happen to HCMC, okay, because they don't want to go bankrupt. So if the share price increases, then those short sellers are going to have to quickly buy back the shares to cover the position, okay, to cover the positions. So them buying back the shares are effectively going to create more demand. So this is partially why I believe HCMC is going to take off, and why I believe that they're keeping the share price low. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and of course hit that notification bell so you don't miss any further uploads. And guys, comment below, let me know if your thoughts on HCMC. Are you in? Are you getting in? Or are you having issues that your broker is not allowing you to get in which case this video will definitely benefit yourself. You can check out one of those other brokers. And by the way, I am not sponsored by any of those brokers. Even the one I'm with, Interactive Brokers, I am not sponsored, okay? This is not a sponsored video. I'm just trying to help you guys out, my subscribers, and anybody who is watching now. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next video.